The wind outside howled like some wild creature trapped in the night. The old house groaned with every gust, as if it remembered every secret ever whispered inside its walls. 11-year-old Lily lay awake in her bed, clutching the blanket tight to her chest. The soft ticking of the clock filled the silence. 2:37 a.m., that's when she heard it, a whisper. Soft, low, and close. "Play with me." Her heart pounded so hard she thought the sound alone would wake the whole house. At first, she tried to convince herself it was nothing, maybe the wind, maybe a dream. But then it came again. "Lily, play with me." Slowly, she turned toward the corner of the room. Her toy shelf stood there, packed with dolls, dozens of them, glass eyes catching the moonlight like tiny stars, and one of them wasn't where she left it. Her favorite doll, a porcelain girl with golden curls and a blue frilly dress, was facing a different direction. Lily's voice trembled. "Mom?" But the house answered only with silence. Cold air slid in through the cracks in the wooden window. And then, closer now, the whisper brushed against her ear. "Play with me." Now, a shiver ran down her spine. She threw back the blanket and stepped onto the icy wooden floor. Each step toward the shelf felt heavier. Like the air itself didn't want her to move. Her hand shook as she reached for the doll, and then it moved. Its porcelain head turned, creaking like something old and broken, until those blue eyes locked on hers. A small, cracked smile stretched across its painted lips. "Play with me," it whispered again. Lily stumbled back, knocking over a stack of books. The thud echoed through the house like a gunshot. But no footsteps came. No voice. Just silence. She ran to the light switch. The bulb flickered once. Twice. Then stayed on. The shelf looked normal again. All the dolls sat perfectly still, including her favorite. "Okay," she whispered to herself, her breath shaky. "I'm just imagining things. I'm fine." She turned to get back into bed. And froze. The doll was sitting on her pillow, her throat went dry. It was impossible. She hadn't even looked away long enough for that to happen. Its painted grin seemed wider now. Sharper. Lily forced herself to pick it up and put it back on the shelf. Then she dove under the covers, clutching them like armor. But the whisper returned, louder. "Closer, Lily." She screamed, grabbed her flashlight, and aimed it at the sound. The doll was standing upright in the middle of her room, standing. Its stiff porcelain legs, which should never have supported anything, held it perfectly still, like a living thing. Her breathing grew fast and shallow. She backed up to the wall, gripping the flashlight so hard her knuckles turned white. "Stay away!" she cried. The doll tilted its head further. A long crack split down its porcelain cheek, and thick, black liquid began to ooze out. "Play with me. Forever," it hissed, its voice now layered, like a chorus of something unholy. The bedroom door slammed shut. The light above flickered violently. Posters rattled. The mirror on her wall shivered in its frame. The doll began to walk. Tap. 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 Porcelain feet clicked softly against the wooden floor. Lily screamed, hurled the flashlight at it, and rushed to the door. But the knob was ice cold, and wouldn't budge. "Let me out!" she yelled, banging with all her strength. The doll's whisper twisted into a giggle. A sharp, broken laugh that filled every inch of the room. When Lily turned, it was crawling up the side of her bed like a spider. "Play with me, Lily." She grabbed the chair from her desk and swung with everything she had. The doll shattered into pieces, porcelain shards scattering like snow. She dropped to the floor, gasping for air, tears streaming down her face. For a moment, everything was quiet. Then, click. Behind her, the broken pieces began to move. Sliding across the floor, clicking together, rebuilding themselves. And then, its eyes snapped open. The whisper exploded around her like a storm. "Play with me forever." The next morning, her parents opened the door. The room was empty. Only the doll sat neatly on the bed, wearing a new smile carved into its face. In its tiny hand was Lily's ribbon, and if you pass that house at night, they say you can still hear a voice through the broken window, whispering, laughing, waiting, play with me. If this gave you chills, hit that subscribe button for more terrifying stories every night. And remember, don't sleep with the lights off.